Hey guys, so we're at Sawyer's Lawn Care Service here. So we have the new leaf box setup for 2024. It has hints of the old one, our 2023 leaf box, but we had to make it much taller because we have this big guy mounted on it this year. We have the 37 horsepower Billy Goat debris loader. That thing is insane. It's absolutely massive compared to last year's model. We had the 18 horsepower mounted on here before. I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. So we have our old ladder system here. This was here from last year. It's still going to be used to open the latch because this thing fits like a glove in here. It's actually pretty awesome. I'll demonstrate that in a second here. So that is a latch to allow the debris loader to come back out when it's time to dump. This latch, this little thing right here, it's actually a brake cable for a trailer from Amazon, and that is to hold that while the whole thing is dumping. So we walking around the box. Obviously we have the mount, same mount as last year, just drilled a few new holes in it. We got our spare tire, safety cones, you should always have those. Our racks, these are our landscape racks in the summertime. We just leave them on there for the winter time. This year we went with the 12 by 20 foot tarp, and we just rolled up the whole front of it on a pole there. It's taped on, zip tied on to a pole, and then stuck behind those 2x4s. So everything from this tier is our landscaping tier. Tier 2 is our tier from last year, and then that's tier 3. The box used to be 8 feet tall. Now the whole thing is 11 feet tall at the highest point. So this thing is just huge for, I mean, it doesn't seem as big like you know, some people have them on like a larger trailer, but this is a 6x10 trailer, so it just looks really monstrous. So your door is secure over here. We just left our landscape doors on. These are the doors we usually have on in the summertime, spring, summertime for all of our landscaping. We put those on last year. This pole allows us to just prop it up when we want to put stuff in there, like cutting down ornamental grasses. We can just chuck it in here. We'll get to the inside in a second. Same thing on this side. We just had to put a little extender on there to block a gap because that door right here used to be all the way down there, or on the back of the doors. But now it is sitting really high in the air. Over here, we used to have 2 backpack blower racks. We had to take one off to make room for this absolutely massive hose. So this is a new 14-inch by 10 feet intake hose. We put one of these in here just to keep this bar right here. Everything about this debris loader is just absolutely massive, and this thing just hangs out way too far. So we put that on there to just help hold the bar against the trailer so it's not a hazard. We have the same hookup as we had last year for the hose. Just now it's routed to the side of the trailer. Just keep in mind, this thing is like 11 feet tall. This thing is a massive leaf box. So inside, so how we mount it, there's actually gonna be, on a side note, there's actually gonna be a whole separate video of how we put this thing together. This is just the walk around video, but we have a whole video of you know, the whole process of us putting together. If you're interested in checking that out, I'll link it in here when we put it up. I don't know if this one will go up first or the other one. But so here's tier 1, and that's held on by 2x4s. Tier 2, we have these trailer 2x4 mounts. The entire second tier just slides into there. So I guess you could say this is almost a 4-tier system now. Tier 3, which is the new one, that attaches to tier 2 right here. And then I guess the new tier 4, we took an old tarp frame. We had one of these that got crushed by a tree. And that is a 12 by 20 foot tarp canopy. And we cut it down to size, and now it is fitting, it's the internal frame from the broken pieces of our tarp canopy. So that is held on by U-bolts, and it makes this whole thing like absolutely ridiculously solid. We had this on our old debris loader. It's the deflector, so we actually just kept that and put it on our 37 horsepower. That's just gonna deflect it, keeping it deflecting on this one spot where we used to hit. It was hitting a little high. That up there is just the stop. We had leaves last year. It was hitting just a little too high on the box, and they would just spill out over top of the back door and then kind of fall down the tarp. That is the bungeed on the back, and just make a leaf pile, and it was really obnoxious. So we're gonna try this cheap tarp fix, and if that doesn't work, we'll put a piece of plywood up there. So yeah, took us quite a while, a couple days to get everything together. This is just an old remnant step of where we used to step over top and then step down the leaves. I don't think it's gonna be necessary with this box. There's a lot of wood here, a lot of weight. that's pretty much the grand tour. Now we're going to show you from how it's closed all the way into getting it prepped to dump, and then the dumping phase, what everything like that will look like. Beautiful. Not gonna lie, this thing is kind of scary looking when it's up in the air. It's gonna drop a big old block of leaves. And this door, I don't know if you can see this door can swing really, really wide. So we should have plenty of clearance. All right, now we gotta put her back down, everything in reverse. Just crazy how close this fit is here. Beautiful. Now as long as she lifts up with a whole bunch of leaves in it, you'll see. It's a 7K rated trailer, so that's a lot of wood on there, but I bet she'll be fine. Now time to put everything back. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever been around one of these debris loaders, the 37 horsepowers when they're turned on. But man, this thing is crazy strong. Has a 120 decibel rating on the side of it. So we're gonna turn it on fast. It's gonna be loud. I might dim down the audio depending on how much it blasts out the microphone. But check this out. Oh yeah, she's got some power behind her. I will have to watch this over here. This exhaust is kind of warm. It's not super like ridiculous, but this is pointed right at the truck. I was feeling it. It was coming out fairly warm. So we might have to do something about that, but it's not super close. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Do I need to put some kind of shielding on the back of the truck cap here, or just let it go since it's not that close? But anyways, that's a tour of our 2024 Leaf Box. Really looking forward to see how it does here in the next week or two going into fall season. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would do differently. And thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.